Water is a universal fundamental right. It does not belong to the one who makes it, it belongs to the one who needs it. We're on our way to Iganga, the village about 3 hours drive east of Kampala. We are here the guest of the Ugandese Red Cross, and the aim of the mission is to look at the side effects that a certain way of purifying water has on the blood of certain patients.
The mosquitoes like such dark and cool places.
Yeah.
And now they become habitat. So at the end of it all, we have so many cases of malaria in this area. So that's why you saw that out of every 50 cases you test, almost half are malaria positive.
My name is Klaas Proesmans. I'm the CEO and founder of the Water Reference Center, affiliated with the International Federation of Red Crosses and Red Crescents. My career started with the Belgian Special Forces and as a career with general aviation, which is private jets, followed by a career as Director of Operations with Virgin Airlines. Now, why do I mention this? Because my career was always about getting high results under a lot of pressure with very few tools. It's always been like that with the Special Forces, it's been like that in the airline business, it is like that with humanitarian operations. We came across a number of interesting technologies, always in the field of water, health, energy. We came across one of those purifying systems that already exists since probably over 100 years. And it's a purifying system based upon sodium chloride. And the first records of use of this sodium chloride was actually in Flanders, like maybe 20 kilometers from my hometown in Ostend, where we have a spa. And in that spa, before the First World War, 1914, 1918, they were able to help people with skin diseases, small infections, always with the use of sodium chloride. It has been said and written that the use of sodium chloride cleans the body within 1 hour to 4 hours of the malaria parasite. And that was too good to be true not to go further into an investigation. Through our network, since we are affiliated with the International Red Cross, we contacted a number of national societies where malaria is present. One of them was Uganda. We contacted the National Society Secretary General. We explained what the intentions were, and we came over here just to look at the field, what different steps one need to make in order to do this kind of test, a pilot case. We visited the National Drug Agency, the Ministry of Health, all the people that have something to do with public health and the purifying of water. We identified a village, actually it is the National Society who identified a village, we had nothing to do with it. They chose Iganga. It has been chosen by the Red Cross National Society for two reasons. One, because the national authorities use sodium chloride as a way to purify water, which is exactly the same way as our Water Reference Center purifies water. Second reason is because they do have ongoing water and sanitation programs in that area, which is very convenient to the Water Reference Center. Because what we actually want to do in this month of December is look at the effect that sodium chloride has on the human body after being offered a glass of water. We started with mobilizing the local population. We had the use or the cooperation of the National Society. Lots of volunteers went on their bikes, bicycles, cars, motorbikes, whatever you have, all around the streets. The first day of operation, we gathered about 163 patients from all the villages around, and we identified only 5 malaria positive people. Oh, she comes from far away?
Yeah, it comes from far away.
we do a little blood test, just a little prick, and then we do a quick strip malaria test. The positive ones are being sent to the lab for a thoroughly under the microscope test. And those ones are being offered 1 glass of purified water, the same way as the national authorities make it, and then we ask them to come back the next day for double check. The next day, early in the morning, I think when we arrived at the hospital that we identified, there must have been like 200 fresh new patients already, together with the 5 from the previous day. From the 5 from the previous day, 4 were identified malaria negative, 1 still had malaria parasites, and that's probably a personal matter because this guy, his name was Isaac, was in such a bad shape that I said, just give him the half dose. Isaac was given a full dosage. He came back the next day, being the 17th of December. Well enough, also Isaac was cleared of malaria.
We have some test results, and the most amazing test results are coming from the prison here in Lucana. And so yesterday we did some blood proofs in the prisoner, and all of them were positive. And now we did a second blood test, and all of them shows negative. So you can see that's a very amazing result, because there's only 24 hours between it.
So all of them were positive yesterday? Now,
yes.
Now they are,
yes. Now they are negative.
So these are the tests.
Every other day we had around 150 to maybe 200 patients every single day. In total we identified 154 malaria positive patients, together with the local health authorities and the doctors. All of them were treated. All of them were between 24 hours and 48 hours malaria negative, without any side effects.
I'm so much impressed by this water. It's so unbelievable. From a layman's view, you may think it's impossible, but it's very possible. I've seen people healed, looked at their results from yesterday and seeing the results of today after taking the water. It's super impressive.
Those ones who are positive and they are on treatment, they are getting better. If we continued with this exercise, helping the needy in this way, we shall decrease malaria. But these ones now, the few who have come and they are positive and we are testing them for the second time, we see that the malaria parasites are decreasing, and some of them, they are not detected at all after taking the water. So if we went ahead with this program, I think it would help our district.
Very many people were found with malaria, but after giving them the treatment, all of them, they have no parasite of malaria.
With the water part of it as a treatment, it is okay, because it does not need so highly trained personnel. Someone who can be just briefed within a few minutes can try to measure the chemical.
I'm excited because of the instant results that are happening among all the people that we have so far tested. It is incredibly unbelievable to see that somebody tested of malaria positive yesterday turns up to be negative today and feels quite extremely better and more happy and healthier. So to me, this is a very good partnership, and I feel that if there is opportunity to increase this to these communities, it will be so much of great impact and beneficial towards the health of these people.
She's not eating well. She says the kid is feeling very well, but only he has lost some appetite. He's not eating well.
We closed the operation well enough We will go back in January because we need to secure contingency. But we closed the operation to report back to the Secretary General here in Ugandese Red Cross Society, and to report back to the Water Reference Center about the results of this field test. Now, all in all, 100% cured people, less than 5 days, all within 24 hours to 48 hours. That asks for further investigation.